Hello fellow gamers, and today we have the RPG. The game was incredibly addictive because you always wanted to progress faster and more. If you're familiar with the Supraland, you'll have a lot of fun here. There are still minor translation errors in German. For example, there was one mission that asked you to visit the general on the runway. It's a dungeon called Wheels Dungeon or something like that in English, but in the signs in German says Wheels Ground. But that's maybe 0.5% of the game. The rest is great. The game is somewhat inspired by Elder Scrolls Skyrim, for example, the legendary beginning on the cart, the dragon, the screams, and a few other things in the game that reminiscent of Skyrim. There is no inventory, we mainly collect loot and gold. The loot can be exchanged for the gold, which can be then used to purchase stronger weapons and ammo or items. Enemies essentially give us an XP, which we use to level up and upgrade skills like more health, more damage, more critical hit chance, etc. There are no disadvantages to constantly beating all the NPCs. Here are my small criticism. The first is the map, or rather the game is in general. It's very small, and if you are not looking for achievements, you can finish in 5-6 hours. The second is you have to grind for some loot, because you need the best equipment for the last dungeon, so just running through it's more of a disadvantage. The next is there's a fan of NPC in the game who follows you around at the beginning and towards the end, constantly getting in your way and getting on your nerves. Of course, he's a good distraction for the enemies, but he's still annoying, and you can neither kill him or nor send him away. The next is there are just over a half a dozen dungeons to run through, each with bosses, but many don't take more than 5 minutes. Also, some quests don't have a marker, or they do, and you still have no idea what to do because the NPC or next mission text is cryptic. And also, this one also likes a few more puzzles or hidden little places. I'd like a second installment that's at least 4 times the size of one. More biomes, more quests, more skilling, more enemies, more dungeons, secret enemies, secret quests, etc. Recruiting and sending companions, maybe also mining ores to create inodes, which you can use to forge weapons and ammo. I mean, there are inodes here, but that all counts as loot. Perhaps the game was a little experiment, and of course, you want to see how the game is received and whether it generates revenue. Just check out the Supraland. These games are huge and offer a lot of secrets. The RPG opens with shameless Skyrim parody followed by the most pointless character creator and censorship on Steam, and keeps that vibe going throughout the campaign. It's a lot well-worn tropes, livingly wrapped in dumb jokes, environmental humor, basic combat, and all the jankies you might expect from a solo dev first game. It's also charmingly goofy and accessible. The RPG does a great job of streamlining a rich, crunchy aspect of traditional RPGs. Junk items are converted to units of loot to trade for gold, while key items are displayed at the bottom of your screen. Gear is upgraded progressively, most quests are resolved with a minimal fuss, and combat is reduced to a few buttons, which can feel repetitive but refreshing. There is no real penalty for getting smashed by columns, no time pressure, and plenty to discover across the map. I recommend checking this out if you want a good time, fun, and a single-player adventure that lets you steal everything, capture yourself across the world, and dungeon dive without thinking too hard about their character's build or learning new controls. Thumbs up! You might also want to check out the Supraland. Super World will be released in the future, which is even bigger than Supraland.